It's time for a new grilling technique. Grilling with the Guru starts
right now. Hey guys, welcome back. Let me tell you, it's the end of the episode where we're getting ready to eat.
What you doing? What you talking about?
It's not right?
No, it's not right.
Oh, look, y'all, it's still, we're doing reverse. I was at the end and we got to go back to the beginning.
That's right. This ain't Back to the Future grilling.
No. Okay, so we're doing reverse sear, which actually is a technique that I really don't use that much because I've always been taught you want to blast the steak.
That's right.
You want to blast the pork chop to lock in all the natural juices, but I've heard a lot of good things about reverse sear.
So much, well, I've heard so much about it, and we talked about this. We talked about it last season, and we laid off of it, did a little bit more research on it, found out that this is a legitimate way of cooking, and it works for a lot of people. And there's a guy that lives north of Iota, Louisiana, named Harlan Thibodeau, who does,
Harlan, what's up?
He's been doing this to his steaks for as long as I've known him, and the first few times he did that, I was like, he's figuring to mess that up, but they always turn out great.
Yeah.
So,
fork
Harlan,
tender.
this one's for you, buddy.
Yeah, because I mean the tissues of the steak, they need to break down. I know that when I started researching it, it made sense because like when you cook a tough cut of meat like a brisket or a Boston butt with a lot of cartilage and that fibrous meat in there, you know, they normally in competition slow cook it 250, 225 for long periods of time.
Correct.
We're not going to cook it that long, but we're gonna indirectly cook on the Cajun grill. We've got a fire set to this side.
Yes.
We don't have any fire on this side.
Right.
And we're going to have it low setting, so we're going to be cooking at about 350, but indirect.
We're going to kind of barbecue it without sauce. We're going to low and slow it, but not super slow, until we reach our target.
Or really close.
Or really close.
And then
we're going to mark it up, and we're going to introduce that good char flavor. The theory of searing meat to lock in juice, that's not true. It's never been true. I don't know how it got propagated, but it just doesn't work. Meat isn't constructed that way.
Right.
Okay? So low and slow gives us a chance to break down the connective tissues inside and develop some really good flavor and get it real tender. So we're gonna see.
We're gonna
little
find
scientific
out.
experiment.
Now, what's this green football looking thing right there? Y'all know what that is.
Yeah, if you go to the store, they're marked as what they call chayote squash. We know them as merletons. Merletons.
Now,
It's a vegetable pear.
I've never had that grilled. The only time I've ever seen that and eaten that is the way my dad used to prepare it in a mason jar pickled.
That's most people. This is how it happened. I was at the store one day and I wanted some zucchini, and they didn't have any. It was out of season. So I was looking around and I said, because it said squash. Squash is squash. I'm going to give it a shot. It's fantastic.
Now, it's pretty dense.
It's very hard.
Now, when you grill it, it starts to soften up. I mean,
absolutely,
what can people expect?
Yeah, it's when you peel it away, and then you're gonna slice it like this through the seed and everything.
Right.
And when you're gonna first put it on, it's gonna be like putting a plank on. But in about 10 minutes, it starts to tenderize, and then you gotta watch it because it starts turning quick. You take it off when it's firm and just fork tender. It really is something else. You're going to want to do this.
Now you coat it with oil? I mean,
yeah, a little oil seasoning, the seasoning of your choice. You could finish it with some lemon if you want. I don't. I just a little olive oil, salt, pepper, and a little all-purpose seasoning, and boom. Sometimes I'll put a little Italian seasoning or some Greek seasoning on there, but it's whatever. It's a very bland vegetable, so it accepts flavors very well. If you was to put chili powder on here, it would be fantastic.
So we're going to be doing merletons. We're going to be doing some
grilled
mushrooms.
I'll try some grilled mushrooms.
Fresh peppers.
We're going to make a bed of peppers and onions to put our proteins on, our meats on, and
what's that? That's some rice.
That's Louisiana sand.
That's some Louisiana sand.
That's some rice. We talked about having an idea. We're going to do. Everybody loves when you do rice on the grill.
Oh.
So we're going to do something a little different. We're going to cook some nice Louisiana rice, but we're going to do roasted almond and lemon.
Make it like a citrusy.
Make it like a citrusy, nutty rice. Should match up with these proteins real well. And this is something a little different.
So we're reverse searing beautiful chicken breast.
Some beautiful chicken breast, yeah. Some nice pork
center-cut pork tenderloins.
Yep.
And a T-bone steak.
Nice T-bone.
All this food came from our sponsor,
Champagne. Shop local, shop champagnes.
Yeah.
And, guys, when we go shop for the show, I say, look, whatever y'all cooking, go ahead and get it, whatever. And the price of beef is so high right now, So I was looking and the price of ribeyes, which I originally wanted to use, I just couldn't do it. So the T-bone was half the price of the ribeye, and I mean, look, you don't have to twist my arm to get me to eat a T-bone.
I'm gonna be sucking on the bone.
Absolutely.
You can have the rest of that. Just leave me enough to suck on the bone.
And I want this side right here.
The
That's the
filet.
tenderloin side. So you got the strip side and the best of both worlds. So hey, we got a bunch of good stuff.
Yeah, we
But
gotta get going.
We gotta get going. So
Yeah,
we're
these
gonna go to
people
break.
gotta go to bed.
They ain't gotta go to bed.
Y'all don't go nowhere.
Guys, when y'all come back, we're gonna start cooking.
That's it. Y'all go back.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Keith.
We're gonna season it up. Dude, we're doing a little bit different on each one.
All right.
Okay.
I'm in.
Okay, this one we did a little butt rub.
We're doing reverse sear, by the way, guys.
We're doing reverse here, but we did butt rub, and then I came back with the McCormick Greek seasoning blend.
Yes, sir. Yes,
which
sir.
I love this. I mean, there's a lot of Greek seasoning blends like Cavender's.
Right.
I like this one because it's real chunky, and I use it on my fish. And this one, we did the butt rub on the chicken, but then we come back with a little Italian seasoning just to give it a little bit of different flavor.
That's right.
And then on the steaks, we're just going to use regular black pepper and salt.
Easy peasy.
Yep. Each having their own flavor.
Okay, we're gonna roast the almonds for the roasted almond citrus rice.
That's right.
Black iron skillet with nothing in it.
Right.
We're gonna steam nothing in it. We're gonna dump about half a cup of sliced almond. You know how long it took me to slice them almonds?
Dude, you did that? You lord.
Little thing. Yeah, you're right. I'm on it. Dry pan right on the grill, but you gotta watch them. It's gonna take a while for the cast iron to heat up, but once it does, it's gonna turn quick. So keep an eye on it. Let your nose tell you what's happening.
Now, there's a lot of natural oils in the almond, right?
Yes.
So it's not uncommon to see some of that start weeping out, and that smell just gets crazy.
It comes right at you. But when you smell it, it's time.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So look, hey, this is how we're gonna do the malitons. Old vegetable peeler. You use a paring knife, whatever you want, and you just want to take the skin off. It's gonna be pale green underneath, but that's okay. Crunch, crunch.
While you doing that, you mind if I put the meat on?
Get to it, man.
All right, bro, let's roll.
Go follow him, Dylan. We'll come back to this in a second.
So again, guys, we're reverse searing. So the fire's over here, no fire right here. We're just gonna slow cook it. And we're gonna put the steak on. And we're gonna get to the done temperature. You know, done temperature for steaks, could be, if you like a medium rare, could be anywhere from 125 to 135. And then on chicken, you could cook it, you have to cook it well done. I mean, fully cooked, that's about 165, 170. And then on the pork chops, because it's so regulated, it's clean meat, you can actually cook pork chops, any kind of pork meat, kind of medium. So you don't have to go all the way well done.
145.
145, let me
Love
tell you,
it.
it is absolutely delicious.
On a low-fat meat like pork tenderloin, it's fantastic. It really, if you can make yourself do it one time, you'll never go back to cooking pork, especially that kind of pork well done again, unless you're making a stew or a gravy or something like that.
Yeah. So don't freak out if you go into a nice restaurant and that you order a bone-in, nice big pork shank steak, and they ask you, well, how would you like it cooked?
The temperature, right?
I want it cooked. I don't want to get sick. So that's how we roll.
And then look, guys, whenever we're cooking this way, whenever we're doing the reverse sear, be sure and have your meat thermometer handy, okay? That's the only way you're going to be able to know if you're at your target temperature. It takes all the guesswork out. Everybody that does this and this and this and all that.
Or worse, take a knife on the grill and cut into that steak, my heart starts pounding, bro. My blood pressure.
Yeah, you don't need to do that.
No.
Just use a thermometer. It makes a very small hole, minimum juice loss. Okay, so look, I peeled the malitons. I'm gonna cut a square end off the bottom. I'm gonna cut the top. I'm gonna turn it on its side, and we're just gonna go straight down. 1, 2, 3. See, that's the seed. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Man, look at that.
1, 2, 3.
So just like a squash. That's exactly how I cut my squash and zucchini.
Yes, sir.
Long
and then
ways
we're
and thick.
and then we're just going to season them, and they're going to go right on the grill, on a moderate size. You don't want it blast. You don't want to blast it, but you want it on a. It could be direct heat as long as your cold tray is low, or you could go indirect and let them sit for a while. As hard as they are, you thinking potato. It's going to take a long time for these things to cook. It does about 10 minutes.
That's it?
About 10 minutes.
Wow, that's incredible.
And
so we
then-
talked about putting oil. You put a little oil on
Yeah,
it?
put a little oil on them, and while I have the oil, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit
Oil
on our
up on the
mushrooms,
mushrooms.
because we're going to put our mushrooms. We're going to get these. This is easily one of my favorite things to cook on the grill, is whole baby bella mushrooms. You just put a little oil, a little seasoning, toss them around, and you're going to put them capsized down on the grill and just leave them alone. Don't mess with them.
Forget about them.
As soon as the moisture starts to seep around from the stem, they're done,
Take them off.
and they are delicious.
Right.
So they bring us the break. We got
So
some
look,
stuff
guys,
to do.
okay, look, I hope y'all are learning some few things. I actually learned some of myself, and I'm gonna do the show. So with Kurt, we're gonna do this. We're gonna keep preparing all this stuff. Y'all don't go nowhere. When we come back, the mirlitons and the mushrooms are gonna be on the grill. We're gonna check on the reverse sear.
Yes, sir.
On the proteins over here. And I think y'all gonna enjoy this. So y'all don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Kurt, we got some stuff going.
Man, everything's happening right now. All right.
The smell.
Oh,
Guys, if y'all could smell these roasted almonds, unbelievable.
So good.
The aroma coming off of that.
and then look, we took the T-bone off and we took the pork loin off.
Yeah, because we're already about 112, 115 on the steak, and we want the target temperature to end up at about 130, 135. So the chicken was, let that go a
The
little
chicken
longer.
was at the same temperature and it's thicker and it has further to go. So,
Right.
it's just how we managed our cooking time.
That's right.
Now, what we could have done, and maybe, I don't know, you can make the argument we should have done.
Do it in stages.
Or we could have done in stages, or we could have sliced the chicken in half lengthways,
Could have done that.
and that would have made it half the thickness, which would have cooked fast. Hey, whatever you want to do. So look, all right, a grilled mirliton. Give me that.
Bon appetit. Oh, the texture is
They're
like,
so
like a
good.
French fry.
They're so good.
It's juicy.
Yeah.
Got a lot of water in
No,
it.
they're delicious.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. So look, I'm zesting up lemon here for our citrus rice that we're gonna put our almonds in. Keith's gonna wrap that up like he likes to do and put it on the Cajun grill.
Yep.
Oh, that smell. Oh, I love that. When it's zesting
The
the lemon.
zest.
Oh man, love that. So we're gonna zest a lemon and we're gonna juice it too. Because why would we want to pass that up? May I please, sir?
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
you may.
As long as I don't cut nothing. Like that.
Now, all I did seasoning-wise, I just added a little bit of sea salt just to salt it up a bit. We don't put a lot of seasoning. I don't normally throw in any kind of other herbs like black pepper, nothing like that. We're just going to go straight up.
But some people do. So there's
Right.
some friends of mine that make what they call hot rice. And they season it, they put jalapenos, mushrooms, and they put Cajun seasoning in it. It's delicious. It doesn't go with everything. Matter of fact, it's almost a meal on its own.
Right.
But boy, is it, when they say, we have it and hot rice. Oh, I'm coming. I'm going to be right there. All right.
So I'm going to cover this.
Yeah, we're going to
with
cover
some
this up
foil.
with some foil, and we're going to poke a few holes and let it go.
Put it on the grill.
I'm going to have another mirliton.
That is unbelievable.
Isn't that good?
It's very, and what did you season that with? Some of that Greek seasoning blend?
A little bit of the Greek seasoning blend and some butt rub, and that was it. You could do salt and fresh cracked black pepper. You could use whatever seasoning you want. Italian seasoning, it doesn't matter. It takes on the flavor of anything you put on it very well. So if you wanted to do some sort of Mexican blend or chili powder, something like that, that would be fantastic.
You did put almonds in there, huh?
No, they're right there.
We need to put the almonds in there.
Yeah, cool.
'Cause-
It's citrus almond rice. The
My
almonds is-
bad. Boy, he's hard on me like that,
Boy, good-
Professor.
Good hell's hard to find. I
Man,
swear.
yeah, look. So how much do you put?
Let me look at the back of my shirt.
About that much.
About that much, BDM. About that much. Like that. Let's get some out. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to
That's
close
gonna
this
cook, that's
back
gonna
down.
cook up now. Boy, it's,
Well, I'm
it's gonna
glad I
have a
caught
roasted nutty flavor.
Oh, it smells incredible. If y'all can
Look at the
smell
smoke
it.
pouring out that grill, man.
Yeah, we while y'all away, we off camera, we went ahead and threw
Excuse me.
a big oat chunk on there.
Yep. And you could smell it. It's perfuming everything that's on here.
Now what I'm gonna do is I wanna kinda get this up to a little bit quicker steam. So I'm gonna lift this up. So if we have to move some of this over,
Yep.
we got plenty of grill space.
Well, the mushrooms are
finish it
done,
off.
so I'm gonna take those off right now. And if you notice, guys, Keith poked about 5 or 6 holes in that foil too, right?
You wanna let the steam
Yeah.
out? Yeah, I got like in the shape of a die. And you just put it on the grill. Kinda keep an eye on it because you don't wanna scorch the bottom. It ain't gonna take but about 5 minutes to see some steam coming out of there. Then you can lower the fire and it cooks like an oven. It's the best rice you ever cooked. If you haven't tried this, try it. It's pretty cool.
And it doesn't take, it takes about 7 minutes, something
Total,
like that.
yeah.
Yeah, but you know,
Because you're not just cooking it from the bottom, you're cooking it like an oven,
you
all
got
the way
you
around.
got to surround it.
That's right, it's surrounded.
Oh, look at that.
It's looking good, guys.
Look at that.
Starting to sweat a little bit,
That's exactly what you want. Nice and slow.
but it's still real plump and juicy. So let's go ahead. We're gonna get the rice going. Let's
Yep.
go ahead and throw it to break.
All right.
We'll do a little bit more prepping. When we come back, the chicken is gonna be that much closer to being done. We'll be able to throw the other proteins on.
We're gonna try and time it just right to where whenever y'all come back, it's gonna be marking up the proteins, and then it's gonna be that time again.
It's Merlin time.
Merle tonton. À la
ya.
manger. Come back, see us, guys.
Y'all be cool.
Welcome back to the show, guys. Hey, Keith.
Merlin time.
Grilled merletons. What's under the foil?
Citrus rice.
Citrus roasted almond rice. Look at that. Boy, it's the
Look,
smell.
the steam's hitting you right in
Oh,
the face.
We did that on the grill.
Beautiful. And then we got
Fantastic.
the baby
we got,
bellas.
We got our little baby bellas.
all done.
But it's time to sear off.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm smelling the citrus, y'all. Golly, it's good. All right, hey.
We got the fire kicked up.
We sauteing some peppers right now. It's going to be a bed for our proteins to go on. Our chicken breasts are running about 155 dead center. So by the time we finish grilling them, they ought to be about 160, 165.
It'll be perfect.
Which is right where we want them to be.
Target temperature. So I'm gonna move this off to the side.
Slide over here. And we're going to go right
Over
there,
the hot fire.
right there. And we got plenty of room. We have plenty of room. So we're going to lay our steak in. Listen to that. Look at that.
We got some fireworks going,
Got some
bro.
fire. And then we have some beautiful little pork tenderloin cutlets. Now these we pulled off. If you remember, we pulled these off a little early. These were running about 120,
120.
120, and we want to
So
get
we're
them to
already
about
close.
about 140,
Right.
145, just like that, guys.
But we don't waste nothing, huh?
That's right.
There you go.
And during the break, Keith Gidry got his hands on some roasted garlic that we had hanging around. He rubbed that steak. Well, he was getting fresh with that steak. So I started asking me if they had something going on.
But it's gonna be good.
That's gonna be good. So we're gonna shut that down.
Yeah. So, about a minute,
A minute,
or so. We're
a
gonna
minute
check
or
it.
so per side. That's right.
We're
All
gonna
we're doing
flip
is
it.
marking them. It's already at our target temperature, plus or minus 5 degrees.
That's right. That's right.
So let's kind of recap. We were doing a reverse sear, right?
Reverse sear, which is basically we're gonna bring it up slow.
Right.
The food temperature, if you're taking it from the refrigerator, is going to be, temperature.
Right.
It's going to be what, about 60, 65 degrees?
Well, straight out the ice box, about 40 degrees. If you let it hang around a while, about 60 degrees.
So 60 degrees, and then you put that on the grill indirect, which we did, and
Right.
we just had the temperature low,
What you
about
mean
300.
indirect? What you mean indirect?
Well, we had the fire on the one side, and we put the protein and the meat on the other
There we go.
side, and we had it at the lowest setting.
Right.
And we had the temperature at about 300,
yeah.
and we had that going, and we grilled the merlitons direct.
Yep.
We
the
mi-
mushrooms.
The mushrooms, and we came back and
Run
put
it
the
through.
rice.
Yep.
And the rice always
just-
cooks perfect on the Cajun grill.
Delicious.
It's hard to
It
screw
is
that
just
up.
Delicious. You
And
got to
then-
try real hard.
And then so we checked the protein temperatures,
Yep.
and once they got to a close target temperature, we took them off. And then now we jacked up the fire, and if you notice, we got the cold tray
Look at this.
at a high setting,
Look at this.
and so we're searing it real quick. We threw another piece of oak on there.
baby. Oh, baby.
That could be on the brochure right there.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So look, I mean, it just doesn't get any easier than this, guys. Another benefit to this type of cooking would be if you had guests over you could roast everything to its target temperature, pull it off, and you could finish it as people would want to eat.
That's true.
See?
That's true. And everybody likes their steak at different points. So
Or at a different time. Everybody wants to eat at the same time.
right. So having a good digital thermometer, quick reading digital thermometer is very important because it takes all the guesswork out, right?
You don't have to poke and prod and cut. And
Yeah. And we know exactly what temperature we're at.
we're going to go to our last break.
Last break, guys.
And when we come back,
It's our favorite part of the show.
num, num, num. Hello, Marche. Come
Y'all
back,
be
see us,
good.
guys.
Welcome back to the show, guys. Hey, look, let me tell you something. Everything is done. Everything smells delicious.
Look at how beautiful.
Oh, no.
Huh? I mean, come on, man. This is fantastic.
Reverse sear.
Reverse sear. We left our beautiful T-bone by itself, but we have chicken breast, we have beautiful boneless pork tenderloin, resting on a bed of some peppers that we sautéed. We have our baby bella mushrooms that we grilled. It's incredible roasted almond citrus rice,
And the merletons.
and the grilled merletons. Right?
I mean, you got everything covered. You got a starch, you got some beautiful vegetables, you got some
Peppers,
mushrooms,
you got protein.
peppers. I mean, you got everything.
I bet it's time to eat.
I think so. I'm just
Go ahead,
curious.
get
Let me just show this to the audience.
Let's see.
So you just take this. Look at that.
Are you kidding me?
Is that perfect?
That is beautiful.
Medium
Oh,
rare,
man.
rare. All right, so now it's time to taste. So we're just gonna take a little piece right here.
I have a feeling I know how this is going to turn out. But look, just in the name of science.
In the name of science. Here you go.
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure.
If you don't want yours, I'll eat it. It's delicious.
When I bit into it, the juice wanted to come squirting out. So sucky,
It's
man.
incredibly juicy. It's tender. It's flavorful. It's everything you want in a good steak. With very little bullseye effect.
Right, it came along slow.
Nice and slow. What a great deal.
Let's try the chicken.
Cut into one of them chickens. Let's see.
Let's see what that looks like.
I got a feeling.
I got a feeling.
Look at that.
Beautiful.
It's perfect. We're going to take a bite. We're running out of time.
Yep. Look at the juice, y'all. Can y'all see that sweat coming off of
Oh,
it?
my. Oh, it's delicious. The oak. You can taste the oak. So good.
All right, one more.
Hold on. We can't leave the pork alone.
All right.
Right there. Boom. Beautiful.
Look at that.
Fantastic. So
Guys.
there you have it, guys. Reverse searing. Great way to cook. New technique. Very effective. And helps your time management tremendously.
And you know, it takes a little bit more time. I'll be honest with you. I mean, if you're
No,
going to
but that's
reverse,
okay.
yeah, if you're in a hurry
This
and
ain't-
you're used to searing,
No.
then go ahead and sear it, put it up on the warmer rack, get it done, boom, boom, boom. But this, slow it down. If you want to slow it down, try a different technique. This is worth challenging.
Great technique when you entertain.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic. Mix in some wonderful sides, and you have a meal that just can't be beat.
All of this cooked on the grill. Not one thing we did cooked in the kitchen, including this beautiful rice, y'all. Unbelievable.
I think they should join us next time.
I think so. If y'all like the show, y'all send us an email. Or
Go to our Facebook. We
Go
have
to
a
our
Facebook
Facebook.
page.
That's right.
We post all of our episodes there. And hey, have fun. Get outside. Go
and
grill.
support Champagnes.
Thank you, Champagne. See y'all later, guys.
Y'all be cool.